is Mystic Oracle Mary, and welcome to my live. And without further ado, I am going to open up with a mantra, okay? Asitoma Sadgamaya Dhammasoma Jyotirgamaya Rityurman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Mystic Oracle Mary and welcome to my live. Happy Friday, or whenever you watch this, it'll be the best time, okay? So, hope you guys are doing well, okay? And you didn't have a bad week. And you're starting out the weekend with yippee, let's do something fun, okay? So if you just stumble across my channel, I'm a mystic oracle healer, spiritual leader, and I help people get their healing, their breakthroughs, transformation, forward movement, okay? So you stumble across the right channel just for you, okay? So in this live, it's for all zodiac signs, from Aries to Pisces, okay? And we'll go in that order, okay? So in these 12 zodiac signs, we're going to help you find balance with yourself and others. And stick around towards the end. I am going to have a bonus reading for anybody else, well, anybody who needs it, okay, to be crystal clear. Now, there will be timestamps down below in the description box and comment area after this live is done, okay? And yeah, it's a Friday, so yippee! Cheers, everyone. Before we get started, if you would like to say hi in the chat, let people pile in before we start. Oh yeah, also check out if you are new, okay, viewers, you are new to my channel, check it out, see if it's right for you. I do pick a card readings for zodiac signs and non-zodiac signs, okay, as well. So it'll be in different kind of genres, from work to life situations, okay, like relationships, if you're single, couple, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I have it all on my channel, okay? And I welcome all different kinds of people, any belief system, okay, as well. So if you just joined my live, we're doing all zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces. It is not going to be a pick a card reading, okay? Giving you a heads up. If you like to say hi in the chat before I start, I'll say hi back, okay? So I'll be looking on here and looking at my desktop, especially if people leave comments in my live chat. And I'll do my best to say hi back whenever I can, okay? If I'm doing a reading in that, it'll probably be right after I do the reading, all right? Hi to Shyness. Glad you can join me. I greatly appreciate it. Awesome usernames I see. Plus, I got some coffee. Yay! Anybody else want to say hi in the chat, and I'll say hi back before I start? All right. Hi to N Issue Josh. Good morning to you. It is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Ohio. So glad you can join me this early in the morning. All right, so let's get started, viewers. Without further ado, we're going to do Aries So what up, Aries? Hopefully you're having a really good spring. Hi to Silent, J80 from Bay City, Michigan. Yippee! Not very far from me. Very cool. All right, Aries, back to you. So big hugs, Aries. We're going to see how you can balance out your time with yourself and others, okay, in your oracle reading, all right? So let's ask the question, Aries. For Aries, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Transform and rise. Not afraid of hardships. Divine flow. Plan wisely. And last one, Aries, mountain of mastery. Nice. All right, Aries. Here is your messages for balance, okay? In order to have this balance between you and others, you're needing to transform and rise, okay? Because your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights, okay? So that way you don't feel limited or held back or burdened, okay, anymore. So that's your messages of balance, what you need to accomplish, okay? So heads up with that. Now here's your messages to reflect on, okay, Aries? Not afraid of hardships. Confront challenges with courage, for they are stepping stones to growth and wisdom, okay? That's what to reflect on, Aries. Now here's your helpful messages whenever you need it, okay? Let go of any attachment to any outcome, okay? Because this is getting you to gain experience about embracing courage, okay? And let the universe bring you gifts as well, all right? Because there are many coming, okay, Aries, and that's what got channeled in. Yippee! We got channeled in. Yeah, it's that finances and career, okay? All right, Aries. Here is your outcome of creating balance. Okay, first, your outcome is great because you're going to cultivate success through research, and using your foresight will unveil new ways of doing things. Okay, it's that balance that reveals it. So that way you're using more of your intuition and instinct is what's getting channeled in. So not a bad outcome. All right. Now here's your gift, Aries, that's coming your way. You're going to go through an ascension, okay, where it's going to get you to face those challenges as you move forward, where you're going to be the master of those challenges instead of being timid, okay? And that's what's going to get you ascend to the next level in your life, where it's feeling of unstoppable unstoppable freedom is what I'm getting in your gift. And it's going to lead you to the next transition in your life, because it's going to help you embrace more change that's coming up, okay? Because nothing's set in stone, Aries. Yippee, right? All right, so that's your gift, and giving you more of a heads up what's going to happen next, okay, Aries? So that's your reading, Aries. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, I got to get a card that just dropped. All right, happy Friday, everyone. I'm going to shuffle it twice, and then we're going to go to Taurus next, okay? Ooh, a storm is coming here in Ohio. I just heard it thunder outside. All right, Tauruses, guys are up. Let's ask the question. For Tauruses, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Slow climb. Seek truth. Embrace the unknown. Open to receive. Yippee! Last one, Taurus, is planning phase. Nice. All right, Tauruses, here's your messages of balance, okay? Take it one step at a time here for balance, because you are getting there one step at a time with a little bit of effort, okay? Heads up with that. Now here's your messages to reflect on. It's time to embrace your clarity through your meditation, because that's what's going to help you seek truth, okay? And as revelations unfold, it'll help you keep open mind for answers, illuminate the path to understanding, okay? Very cool. Now here's your helpful advice whenever you need it, okay, Tauruses? It's okay to embrace the unknown, all right? Because if you knew everything, it would shock you, and it'd be hard to get out of that shock, okay? So venture into the mysteriousness of with an open heart, okay, Tauruses? Welcome the lessons hidden in the uncertainty, okay? Especially when brain fog occur or self-doubt, okay? Those are all triggers to rebalance, okay? So heads up with that. Now here is your outcome to you creating balance, okay? Tauruses, get ready, okay? To be open to receive. Yippee! Invite abundance with open arms, Tauruses. Embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life, okay? So remain open and you will see, all right? That's not a bad outcome. Now here's your gift that's coming your way, Tauruses. Is time to take a step back to plan the necessary steps to move forward so that you turn your goals into reality, incorporating that balance, okay? So that way, if there's anything rough around your journey, you know how to not neglect yourself, but you know how to rebalance, all right? Especially with the self-care regimen, all right? And being consistent. So that's your gift that comes your way of knowing, okay? And that heads up. All right, Tauruses, big hugs. It's always a pleasure. Tauruses, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's move on to Geminis. What up, Geminis? I got to shuffle the deck and then we'll get started, okay? Thank you for your patience. 2 shuffles for Geminis. So Geminis, have you been having fun traveling or doing some introspection works that make you travel with inside you? 2 cuts for Geminis. I hope so, because it's always fun for that introspection work. As you'll uncover and release a lot of blockages, you know. Because in the end, my goal to everyone is to have you reach your utmost potential, okay? And enjoy your journey, right? So, Geminis, let's ask the question for your oracle reading. For Geminis, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? And take great care, Geminis, is what you got the first card out. Hear what's unsaid. Act with clarity. Make a change. Last one, Meadow of Moments. Nice. All right, Geminis, here is your messages for balance, okay? So in order to have that balance, please take great care of yourself, okay? Nurture yourself, prioritize from now until forever, Geminis, your well-being, and tread gently on your journey ahead. Please keep on incorporating that meditation because that's what brings you balance and that clarity, okay? Heads up with that. Now here is your messages, Geminis, to reflect on. Tune into the silence of your truths. Sorry, I'm gonna pull it back and say it again. Tune into the silence for truths that words cannot express. Listen deeply, because your soul, what got channeled in, your soul is ready to talk to you. And you'll just know what it is because it's very nurturing. It's always guiding you. Even in small whispers, even in instinct, even through your intellect. Oh yes, your soul is very whole, very true. And it'll roar so loud so you can finally hear it, okay? Just in case you weren't paying attention, all right? So yeah, your soul is ready to communicate through your meditation, okay? So give yourself that time and space, all right? Heads up with that. That's your messages to reflect on. Now here's your helpful advice, Geminis, whenever you need it. Act with clarity, okay? Focus on your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. And don't get distracted about anybody around you doing that he said, she said stuff to try to gut channel and try to get the upper hand of you. All right? If you start to feel trigger, close your eyes and breathe. Because even that pause, Geminis, gives you the time and space right there to rebalance, okay? So those are your messages in case you need it, okay? That advice. Now here's your outcome to you creating balance, Geminis. It's great because you're going to make a change. You're going to embrace the growth, seek new ways of doing things in order to create that balance, and welcome transformations with an open heart. Yippee! Breakthrough. You know why? Because with this balance, it's going to give you a gift. And this is what the gift is, Geminis. Basking in the present moment, okay? Not worrying about the past and not worrying about the future possibilities. It's where the presence blossoms in the simplicity of the now. And that will be your gift. And you're going to ask yourself with this gift, how are you going to relax? Because sometimes in that very moment when we're not worrying about things, we see we're very safe, very freedom, okay? Freedom is what it feels like, all right, Gemini? So that is your gift that's coming your way. And that's when you're going to follow your bliss is what I get next, all right? So Geminis, big hugs. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's move on to the next zodiac sign. And I'm going to do something really quick in the chat. There we go. Now let's move forward to Cancers. So what up, Cancers? I'm going to shuffle the deck and then we'll get started. 2 shuffles. One cut. All right, Cancers, let's ask the question for your oracle reading. For Cancers, how can they enjoy the journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Transform and rise. Unlock your heart. Worthy goal. Take precautions. And give up control. Nice. I know why you have to give up control. You're like, damn it. All right, Cancers. Here's your messages of balance, okay? It is time. Bum, 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 bum. Cancers, you got to transform and rise, okay? So that means ascend to the next level after you transform. Don't get, don't go backwards is what I'm saying. Because you're ready, all right? Because your journey of transformation unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights, okay? There's your messages of balance. Now, here's something to reflect on, Cancers, okay? And that is unlocking your beautiful heart, okay? Because when you transform and you go into balance, okay? Your heart's not all like locked up and hardened from the past and worried about the future, okay? So reflect on that. How can you unlock your heart? All right? Embrace vulnerability. Let love guide your journey to self-discovery, okay? Now here's your advice, Cancers, whenever you need it, okay? Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. Make it a worthy goal, okay? Without any hesitation or fear. And if part of your worthy goal is in regards to your heart's desire, why are you holding yourself back? Especially if you want to be with that person. All right? Heads up with that. Now here's your outcome, Cancers, to you creating balance, okay? It's not bad. You're going to be taking precautions, okay? Remaining vigilant and receptive. Learning from each revelation as you navigate your life's journey. What got channeled in, your life may feel like it's upside down right now, but it's only because you need to be consistent about rebalancing. This is why you're taking precautions. it's not a bad outcome, but it's like, you know, Cancers, when you get wrapped up in everything and you make that the excuse, this is why you're taking precautions. It's like you're trying to own those excuses now, going, yeah, I can't make excuses anymore. All right? That's in your outcome. We got channeled in, goofballs. All right, so here's the gift that's coming your way, Cancers. It's going to be the gift of giving up control, okay? You're going to release your grip to an outcome and embrace the present moment with wisdom. Yippee! So that's not a bad gift. Because I feel here next is when you're going to finally foster more stillness by using your meditation and your belief system, okay? Very cool. That's your reading, Cancers. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now I'm going to check out the chat. Ariana, I think I said that right. They asked in the chat how to manifest. You're manifesting every moment of every second of every day, including right now. All right? The secret is you don't pay $1,000 or even a penny for someone else to tell you how to manifest, because you're already doing it right now. Just foster balance, okay? And self-care regimens, and be consistent with that, and then you'll be able to manifest whatever you want with patience and balance and enjoying the journey. That's the key, okay? And you didn't have to waste any money on any scams out there about that, okay? So don't get wrapped up into those scams. And that's what my answer is to you. And I got to move on to the next oracle reading, and that is for Leos. 2 shuffles for Leos, and then we'll get started. One cut for Leos. All right, Leos, let's ask the question. For Leos, how can they enjoy the journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Seize every minute. Crystal of clarity. Commit to the journey. Mountain of mastery. Last one, Leo, sorrow heals. Sorrow heals. All right, Leos, here's your messages of balance, or for balance. Seize every kind of minute that you can to take the time and space to embrace each moment with purpose, okay? Because you're needing to know time is a precious gift, okay? And so with balance, it gets you to seize those opportunities, okay, and not over what got channeled in, like, overrun them without even realizing that was an opportunity. I feel like it's with people you network with or talk with. Those are the opportunities. In order to have more self-discovery about you. Because in each other, Leos, we find ourselves. Whether they're positive and negative, we gain experience by the interactions we have. Especially when we roar at the people that we get upset at, okay? We even learn from them about who we are and how we react in situations. So, so you're needing to know, in order to be balanced here, seize those moments with purpose and realize even those moments, having time and space for balance is just as important as time with others, okay? To be crystal clear, okay? Because those are for some of you Leos, so you don't get confused, okay, what I was talking about. All right? All right, so here's your messages to reflect on, okay, Leos? Remain open, okay, of new ways to illuminate your path. Readying yourself for a new profound understanding of this content, okay? Because you need to see that there's a web of connection when it comes down to balance. With balance being its core, it brings clarity, it brings courage, it brings strength, it brings power in our harmonious way, so that way you're able to enjoy your journey and you feel whole, not separate. Okay? Heads up with that. Now, here's your helpful messages moving, well, whenever you need it, okay? So, whenever you need this, it's here, okay, Leos? And this is what it is. Commit to the journey. With determination, go all in. Long term, long time, okay? Your steadfast focus will bring lasting rewards, okay? Heads up with that too. So here's your outcome, Leos, and it's a yippee! And this is why. You're going to master balance, okay? Where it's going to ascend you to the next level, so you're not stuck where you used to be. You're not doing the old stuff anymore, not having the old ideology, but it's getting you to towards your self-realization and guiding you towards a new pathway, okay, with that balance that you're going to be mastering. So it's not a bad outcome. You reach your goal. And then you're going to be like, okay, what is there more to do alongside this new thing I acquired of what balance really is? Very cool. That's what I got in your outcome. Now here is your gift that's coming your way. When this growth happens, in the shadows of heartache, when you feel sad, you're going to be letting the pain transform you. And not define you, because you know that brighter days are going to beckon just ahead. Very cool. We got channeled in with your gift. Out with the old, in with the new. Yippee! Because whatever rough roads you're going to have, you'll be ready for them, where it's not going to feel rough. It won't turn your world upside down anymore, because you will understand through balance, you being more I get cautious in your movements and your actions and your choices, because you're going to understand that you've been choosing, either consciously or unconscious, your decisions, your experiences. And now that you're more consciously aware, it's like now you're becoming master of your own destiny. meaning like you're going to choose wisely. And there's nothing wrong with that, Leos. Big hugs. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Leos. I greatly appreciate it. Now, Leos, little tear, I got to move on, all right? But I'll see you soon, hopefully. And if not, please enjoy your journey, okay? Got to move on to Virgos. Hey, Virgos. I'm going to shuffle the deck and then we'll get started. 3 shuffles for Virgos. Happy Friday, everyone. One cut for Virgos. All right, Virgos, we are ready to ask the question. For Virgos, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? And a bunch of it fell. So, Virgos, got to pick a big stack up. So excuse me while I do that. I'll be right back. So it fell on the left side of me. And it was a good stack. Got him. And making sure it's not anymore. Good. All right, Virgos, we're good to go. Here we go. So let's ask the question again, Virgos, because if that stuff happens, I just don't wing it, okay? We're going to do it. If we're going to do this, Virgos, right, we're going to do it right, okay? Addie, sorry, Virgos, one moment. Someone asked a question. Addie, if you want to order your own private reading, that link is down in the description box to book a reading with me, okay? On that, I got to do this Virgo reading, okay? Because I'm only doing all zodiac signs and a bonus reading for anybody who needs it at the end, okay? All right. Okay, Virgos, sorry about that. For Virgos, how can they enjoy the journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Stand strong. Embrace potential. Desert of isolation. Labyrinth of choices. And last one, fresh ideas. All right, Virgos, here's your messages for balance, okay? So you're needing to stand strong here in order to commit to having this time and space with yourself, even if you have to shield yourself by not having any outside influences, to find strength in preservation, okay, and guarding what matters most, and that is your balance, okay? So heads up with that. Now here is messages to reflect on, Virgos. It's time to embrace your potential, okay? Explore an abundance of opportunities with an open mind. Answers reveal limitless horizons for your journey. So this reflection time is getting you to upgrade your limited ideology to limitless opportunities, okay? And why it's doing that is because we all go through, I mean, everybody that's a human being, Virgo, goes through self-imposed boundaries. So this is what's lifting, okay? those fears, those anxieties, those conditionings, okay? So heads up with that. Now, here's your helpful advice, Virgos, whenever you need it, and that is embrace your solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. So it's a good time to spend that time and space with yourself for upgrading. What's getting channeled in, loneliness will absolve. Okay, Virgos. Because that was the old ideology, okay? What got channeled in, you are great, you are wise, you're compassionate. Okay? So this is your time to upgrade, all right? So big hugs, Virgos. There's nothing wrong to conquering these fears, okay? We all got to do it, and now it's your turn, okay, Virgos? So embrace courage, okay? Now here is your outcome, Virgos, to you creating balance. You're going to take time to choose here, because you're going to be looking at all your choices in regards to how you want to balance, Virgos, embracing each turn as a part of your complexity journey, okay? You're going to find your way, I get here in your outcome. It's just you struggle with going in your mind and being trapped up in there. So this is why you're going to be doing the dance of change in a different way. Because you're still thinking the mind should be put on a pedestal. And that's what our culture in our world has done, is put the mind on a pedestal. And so this is why it's in your outcome that you're still in your mind about how you want to create balance. But I feel like you're going to find your way, because you're going to get tired of being stuck up in your head, Virgos. So here's your gift, Virgos, that are coming your way. You're going to get fresh new ideas. You're going to stay open, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solution, okay? And so I feel that in your outcome, you're not going to be stuck up in your head very long, because you're going to be going through a transformation and a transition too after this. What's getting channeled in, something's going to push you to that edge to finally say enough is enough. I'm not going to be stuck in my head anymore. About life, about love, about death. You get what I mean, Virgos? All right. So that's your reading, Virgos. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Now, Virgos, hope to see you again soon. But if not, please enjoy your journey. Now let's go on to Libras. Hey, Libras. Big hugs. Let's shuffle the deck and then we'll get started, okay? 2 shuffles for Libras. So Libras, are you going to do anything fun this weekend? Are you going to come out and play, Libras? We all miss Libras, you know. Beautiful human beings. 2 cuts for Libras. All right, Libras, let's ask the question, okay? For Libras, how can they enjoy the journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Crystal of Clarity. Grove of Unity, Saving Grace, Flames of Passion, yippee! Ooh, Divine Flow, nice. Very cool. All right, Libras. Here's your messages for balance, okay? We got channeling. You need to do your meditation, okay, Libras? And this is why. Because you're going to get insights here in order to readying yourself for a new profound understanding of new content is coming your way. For your life purpose is what's getting channeled in, okay, Libras? So you know crystal clear about what you need to do next, okay? Keep on getting channeled. It's going to be very profound, very, very profound. Okay, there you go, Libras. All right, so here is your messages to reflect on, Libras. Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnectedness, harmony among all beings. What got channeled in, look into the Amazon. You need to learn breath work in that culture and how they breathe and how your breathing is the very thing that helps bring you balance in situations. Don't forget when someone's trying to get your goat, Libras, get your goat, meaning trying to poke at you, breathe, mother trucker, breathe, you know what I mean, Libras? And it's only because your lungs, see what your lungs do when it's running properly. Because I had to learn new ways of breathing when I was working and doing inner engineering for Sadhguru. It makes all the difference if your lungs are running at full capacity, okay? Not half capacity, because a lot of us human beings don't know that, well, we're only breathing halfway. So then this is why we see people on oxygen that get on oxygen and having breathing issues later down the line. You get what I mean, Libra? So there's your messages to reflect on. Now here's your helpful advice, Libras, in case you need it. Saving grace, forgive yourself and others, heals the wounds, and sets you free. Oh yeah. So forgiveness, not for them, but for you. It creates a new start, and breathe in that good stuff and release all that crappy stuff of people doing, because literally there are people like alongside us, Libras, because you have to admit we're all imperfect people, okay? We don't get away with what we do because there's divine justice, right? But you need to learn how to release that tension, that emotion, and using your breath work to empower yourself. It's like you're a furnace when you get upset, So your saving grace is to breathe and forgive, because you're letting your fire cool down, okay, with inside you by breathing, okay? So when you put in that cool down, okay, it's like the best, what's getting channeled in of the scenario, if you were, look into a sword maker, okay, blacksmith. And they will tell you how they do their process, how they have to use water, air, fire, get what I mean? And the very earth in order to pound that material. And if they make a false move, they have to deal with a crack inside that sword. So can you imagine when you're not doing the ebb and flow of things to keep you balanced, how your sword of discernment gets cracked? How your words come out very blunt and cutthroat. Okay. So that's your advice in case you ever need it, okay? Libras, big hugs. Now here's your outcome to creating balance, Libras. Okay? It's not bad. Woo! Are you going to have the flames of passion roaring within inside you? Where it feels like unstoppable passion. You're going to let the flames of passion light your way, Libras. But you're going to be mindful how they can either inspire and empower others around you, or they can light them on fire. You get what I mean? So it's not a bad outcome, because you're also tearing through obstacles is what I feel as well in your outcome. Very cool. So here's your gift that's coming your way, Libras. Here is it. Here it is what I'm trying to say. You're going to be going with the divine flow, or the divine flow is going to flow your way, okay? It's going to help you let go of attachment to an outcome and let the universe bring you gifts. And I mean gifts, Libras, like through your spiritual process that you do, and on the outside of you. You'll see that gift. Okay? Inside and outside of you is what I feel. Because guess what, Libras? You know the whole truth. And your heart's going to tell you the whole truth of what I'm telling you, you goofball. Okay? Big hugs. So that's your reading, Libras. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And Libras, you're always welcome back. I'm serious too. Got a lot of really cool Libras in my life. Okay? And I appreciate them, all of them. From the past to the present, I'm serious, okay? So, Libras, I'll catch you later, okay? Big hugs. Now let's move on to Scorpios. What up, Scorpios? 2 shuffles, and then we'll start your reading, okay? One cut for Scorpios. The faint thunder in the distance, Scorpios. I love thunderstorms. They haven't been doing so bad here in Ohio. All right, Scorpios, let's ask the question. For Scorpios, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? See clarity, growth potential, act with clarity, not afraid of hardships. Last one, Scorpios, Mountain of Mastery. Yippee! So here's your messages, Scorpios, for balance. This is not time to neglect, but embrace openness and insight, and allowing life's truths to reveal themselves through your meditation process. Whatever you choose in your belief system, okay? Scorpio, in order to seek that clarity. Yep, balance, meditation. Yippee! Heads up with that. Because when you seek balance, you're able to have courage, clarity, among a lot of other stuff, okay? To be crystal clear with Scorpios that didn't know that. Now, here is your messages to reflect on, Scorpios, of your growth potential. Embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. Because you have limitations in the mind and in the body. So the only way we human beings can grow and expand is through our meditation and spiritual practices, okay? So choose wisely what those are, all right? Now, here is your helpful advice. Whenever you need it, Scorpios, act with clarity. Focus on your intentions. Navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. And no, don't neglect yourself, okay? Even if you have to take a moment and allowing people to know, hey, I need to go to the bathroom, then take a breather, and then make your decision, okay? You stalled for a little bit in order to have your balancing moment, or even just simply Scorpio, you see how I did that? Stop that, and someone looks at you going, what's the matter? I just needed to breathe. There's nothing wrong with breathing, Scorpios, in any given situation, okay? It really helps you reset, okay? Heads up with that. Now here is your outcome, Scorpios, for creating balance. It's not bad because you're going to be confronting challenges with courage, for they are stepping stones to your growth and wisdom. So you're not going to be afraid of any hardships that come your way, because that's going to be your trigger to rebalance. So yes, there's going to be hardships, but you'll face them. We got even channeled in, even if you are not the victor of it, you'll still face it. Off balance as it seems, Scorpios, you'll still face it. And that's not bad. Because you will see it was just a fear, okay? Not a bad outcome. Now, here's your gift that's coming your way, Scorpios. You're going to be mastering your situation and what balance is. And you're going to be ascending to the next level here in your life, carrying that experience with you. And you're going to see another pathway ahead in your meditation too. So you needed to know that. Scorpios, you're needing to know too this with your gift. If you've seen the whole picture of why this is all happening, then you're going to come into now understanding it through in your meditation process, okay? Why that whole picture happened. And I mean in much more detail than just a roundabout way, okay? So what I get channeled in, spend that time and space with yourself so you can understand now, okay? So heads up with that. And that's your reading, Scorpios. I really hope it helps. And if you haven't already, Scorpios, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's move on to Sagittariuses. Hey, Sagittariuses. I'm going to shuffle this 3 times and then we'll get started with your reading, okay? Mr. Blue, you're having a conversation with yourself. Good luck with that. Two cuts, Sagittarius, before we start. All right, Sagittarius let's ask the question. For Sagittarius, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Fresh ideas. Metamorphoses emerges, and act with clarity. Not afraid of hardships. And last one, making plans. So here's your messages for balance, okay, Sagittarius. This is a good time to be open-minded, okay, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solutions. So that way you find fresh new ideas in regards to using your different meditations, okay, that will bring about different conclusions and expansions within inside you, okay? So just choose wisely what makes you happy, Sagittarius, in order to do the meditation process that brings that soul expansion, okay? And there's Sadhguru's app, there's meditations on my channel. All of these are free, okay? There's even just setting out in Mother Nature as the first start, okay? Now here is your messages to reflect on, Sagittarius. Metamorphosis merges. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities, as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. So reflect on if you're getting sick and tired of the past and getting worried about future possibilities. Are you ready now to do the transformation that your soul brought you here for, to say, let's do this thing? Are you ready, Sagittarius? And that's up to you, because you have your beautiful free will. You can flex it as much as you want. But if you are here for a reason to have that balance and that not be caught up in the past or the future, this is where it's at, okay? It's very simple. You just need to pick what makes you comfortable on what meditation you want to do this, okay? And it takes consistency, okay? It takes dedication, your devotion, okay? Because you are investing in yourself in such a different way, Sagittarius. And it's a great investment, because no one can ever do this for you. Only you can do this for you, okay? This is free. And if someone tries to bullshit you into going, well, you have to pay $5.99 for enlightenment, growth, and expansion, well, tell them to kick rocks, okay, Sagittarius, because they're trying to scam you into giving them money, okay? Now, there are yogis out there that you're going to know that it's not a scam, okay? All right? And there's going to be healers out there, you know that it's not going to be a scam, because you're going to feel it, okay? And you will do the very things that need to do to use your discernment, your intuition, your instinct, your knowledge, your wisdom, in order to say if this is a bullshit scam or not, okay? So trust yourself with it, okay? So that's something to reflect on, okay? So here is your advice whenever you need it, Sagittarius. Act with clarity, focus your intention, navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose, okay? That's it. Now, here is your outcome, Sagittarius, to you creating balance. It's not a bad outcome because you're going to be confronting this because this is going to be your challenge. And you are going to have a victory here. And I'll tell you why. Because you're going to act with courage, and it'll be your stepping stone to growth and wisdom. So not a bad outcome. You're not burning yourself for others. Yippee! So here's the gift that's coming your way, Sagittarius, is you're going to be making plans. You're going to chart your course with intention because you're going to understand the future is yours to design and navigate. And what's great is you're going to be giving up control to any kind of outcomes to this because of the fact you want to gain wisdom from it. Because wisdom is what sticks, not knowledge. I think you already know that, Sagittarius. Knowledge is learned, but wisdom is what you gain in life. That's what sticks. So you're not keep on repeating the same old cycle all over again, okay? Very cool, Sagittarius. That's your reading. I really hope it helps. Hey, Sagittariuses, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Now, Sagittarius, got to move on to the next zodiac sign, so I'll see you later. And that is Capricorn. What up, Capricorns? 2 shuffles, and then we'll get started with your reading, okay? One cut. All right, Capricorns, let's ask the question. For Capricorns, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Ignite creation. Fulfilled promise. Create a new identity. Interesting. Manifest the new. Last one, Capricorns. Give up control. Aha, I see why. All right, Capricorns, here's your messages for balance, okay? So you're going to have to create this balance, okay? Harness your innovation, fuel your imagination, and witness manifestation as answers unfold in your journey of self-discovery. So you're going to have to create this balance, okay? By using whatever that is, okay? Do you need to eat? Do you need to rest well? Do you need to cut back on caffeine? Do you see that it's not balancing you out? Time to just take a break from it, okay? Are you spending more time with others and not giving yourself that time and space for balance? Are you even doing a self-care protocol or a meditation in your belief system? All I'm saying is, if you're saying yes, yes, or no, 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 good. We started the first step, the practical step of you finally going, okay, I admitted to all these things. Now, what can I do to reshape it and create something better and something new for myself? So, look into different meditations. Look into different ways of eating stuff on the go, drinking things on the go, making sure you're getting your electrolytes, even if you have to change to a different water, okay? Because sometimes just drinking plain old water is not doing it, especially if you're going through any fatigue, okay? So look into that. Even if it's a big bottle, sometimes we have to. Hey, I do it sometimes. See? So, why I'm saying all this is so that way you start being now more responsible in changing up your routine, because if you're more on the go, yeah, your balance is going to have to change with the regiment you give yourself, okay? When you're not on the go, well, it makes it so much easier, right? Because then you have all the time and space to say, okay, I can do my meditation, I can go swimming, I can do this, I can do that. All right? So just choose wisely for yourself. Try to stay away from any drug use and alcohol, okay? Because that only escalates imbalance, okay? So heads up with that. All right, so here's something to reflect on, Capricorns. A fulfilled promise. Make a promise to yourself if you haven't already to stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment, okay? And you'll just go about and how you want to reflect on making that promise to yourself, okay? So heads up with that. Now, here is your helpful advice whenever you need it, Capricorns. If you were feeling down and out about people judging you for whatever assumptions they think of you, of what you did in the past, or who they think you are, for whatever reason, Capricorns, you're needing to create that new narrative, that new ID now. Identity. Embrace change and rediscover yourself. Craft a narrative aligned to your true essence, Capricorns, okay? Because now you're letting it all go. You know why? Because you're like, I know who I am. I know what I'm going. I know what I'm doing. And they can go bug off. If they're like, but this is what you used to, you very much tell them who you are today, who you are now, because you're not trapped up in the past and you're not worried about the future possibilities. You're taking care of shit now. And you're known to be the person that is determined, devoted, compassionate, loving, and wanting to help whatever needs to get done now. That you're focused and you have that passion burning within inside you, okay? So there's your messages whenever you need it, okay? So here's your outcome, Capricorns, to you creating balance. So you're going to manifest the new, okay? So yeah, you're going to have a huge victory in creating this balance, okay? Because you're going to embrace this new change and envisionate your desires and allowing the universe to align with your intentions. So not only are you going to have a huge victory in creating this balance, but you're going to be creating more. And I mean more. Where it's not turning your world upside down, okay? But you see things clearer of what it is you need to create and focus on, okay? Not a bad outcome. Yippee! So here is your gift coming your way, Capricorns. And this gift is going to help. This is the gift that you need to know. Give up control, okay? Release your grip on the outcomes. Embrace the present moment's wisdom, because that is the intention you're bringing. Here in the present moment is where it's at now. And a lot of people are shifting to the present moment. And there's still a shitload of people that are coming in one step at a time. But it's better that it's one step at a time, Capricorns, than it's none at all. Because you remember how hard it is for people to break free from their own mental prison or their physical ailments. It's hard. But once you finally feel the freedom within inside you, and you feel healthier, brighter, and more energetic, it was worth the one step at a time instead of nothing at all. So yeah, Capricorns, you're getting put on notice. Whatever you want to create, just have patience, okay? Because it's going to take time for it to manifest in your life, okay? So have a lot of patience with what you're creating with yourself and others, and you'll see why. Because as it unfolds, it's going to be in its perfect time, it's going to be in its perfect way, and all you had to be is where it's at in the here and now, okay? With that balance and that intention, okay? So that's your reading, Capricorns. I really hope it helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Big hugs, Capricorns. It's always a pleasure. Please, you're welcome to come back anytime, and all the other zodiac signs as well, okay? Greatly love the energy that's in here. Now, Capricorns, we're going to move on to Aquariuses. Hey, Aquariuses. 2 shuffles, and then we'll get started, okay? One cut. All right, Aquariuses, let's ask the question. For Aquariuses, how can they enjoy the journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? River of Release. Thrive and Believe. Hurtful Events. Gentle Release. Last one, Aquarius, is Magic Opportunity. Yippee! All right, Aquarius, here's your messages for balance. So you're needing to spend that time and place to do some releasing of your burdens, okay? Because this is what's going to bring you balance, guiding you to a new renewal, okay? So ask yourself, do you want to release what's been weighing you down for quite a while? I get for some of you some time. But either way, no matter if it's like a little bit of time, long time, get what I mean? Long time. Aquariuses, just ask yourself, you want to do it in your sanctuary or you want to do it outside your home, okay? So heads up with that. That's really what's restricting you from your balance, is those burdens, okay? Now here's something to reflect on, Aquariuses, your messages to reflect on. So ask yourself what it is in regards to, you believe in regards to thriving, okay? Believe and thrive. Embrace growth and trust in promise. Keep an open mind, and answers reveal the path to fulfillment. So when you do your meditation, this is what you need to really reflect on. The old, or you want something new, like that's much more sustainable, long-lasting, okay? And that's that thrive and believe, okay? See what it looks like to you, because everybody's different in what thriving and believing is, okay? And there's nothing wrong or right about it. It's just, do you want it now, you know? So here's some helpful advice when you need it, Aquarius, is when you go through hurtful events, okay, you still need to create forward movement by letting go of the past so it won't weigh you down, okay? because you're very hurt right now for whatever reason. But you replaying it over and over and over and over in your head is not getting you past it. So forgiveness is needed through these hurtful events. Not allowing people to get away with things is that you're creating a new start within inside you. No one ever gets away with their crap here. Whether you believe in divine justice or not, it's still going on. And I'm telling you from a spiritual lens. Because sometimes when we're going through hurtful events, Aquarius, human beings, our lens is so foggy. I mean, really look, when you're wearing glasses and you're going outside, it gets all fogged up, rain and all that, so we barely see. When we're going through hurtful events, it's the same thing. So we barely see what lies ahead. So as a healer, I'm literally telling you, in order for you to get past what you are going through on a mental, emotional, spiritual way, you're needing to release things one step at a time. And you need to create that time and space for yourself, okay? So it won't keep on weighing you down. If you keep on avoiding it, it keeps on weighing you down. And there is such thing as it leading to mental illness, okay? Where you can also form dementia, anxiety issues, your brain and your body start breaking down more and more. It's because you're thinking that reliving these things, well, it doesn't give you experience, then what does it give you, Aquarius? Suffering. To grow? No. Because your soul is literally saying, I'm getting tired of being suppressed in these moments, because you're suppressing your own soul through your own fears, your past. So yeah, your soul is having a fighting chance to say it's enough is enough, let's go forward. And I happen to be a healer to help you through it. And I love doing my job, Aquarius, is because you're here not to suffer to grow, but to enjoy the journey to grow. So all it takes is free will, a choice. You have to make this choice at any point in your life, but know that you always find your way, and I know you're going to find your way. Because I see it in the cards, Aquarius, is so I have great hope and optimism for you, okay? Those are your messages moving forward whenever you need it, okay? Now here's your outcome, Aquariuses. All right, when you create that balance, you're going to have a gentle release from the past, which is great. It's going to allow you to surrender to the flow of the mysteriousness of how life has its ebb and flow in your own life, how you go with the flow of life, okay? So it's not bad. It's a little at a time is what I get. So that way it's not overwhelming to you, because I feel like you just don't want a huge headache or just to feel drowned in your emotions, because you know it's a lot. All the pain, and it just took one person, Aquarius, and that it was like, I feel like that broke the camel's back of you getting so freaking tired of it all. And that's when that gentle release happens. Because of the fact, if it happened all at once, it would be a tsunami. And yeah, it's very hard for people who are just trying to open themselves up to themselves. You get what I mean? So that's what I have for your outcome. It's not bad. A little at a time is what I get. So your gift that's coming your way, Aquarius, is a magic opportunity. It's going to allow you to embrace the unexpected and seize the chance of a transformation. So yeah, your gift is a transformation. It's going to feel different to you. Just try to go with the flow of it, is what I get. Because it's trying to get you to release your burdens, your fears. I get even obligations to others that really took advantage of you in the past. Okay? Very cool. I feel like when you're done with your transformation, Aquarius, is when you're finally going to seek out the people that were there for you. It's just they had to step back. Like Aquarius, you got to understand when certain people step back away from you is because they know that you need that time and space for yourself. Whether you voice it or not. And there, Aquariuses, I have different Aquariuses in my life that I have to step back from is because I know they're about to go through a huge transformation or healing or just needing that time and space for themselves. So you're needing to know that those people in your life that step back from you, not to say that they didn't want to talk to you, they were trying to honoring your time, your energy for yourself. Okay? And those are the type of people I feel like you're going to understand to come back around to them and really get them to be more updated about what's going on with your life. So heads up with that, Aquarius. That's your reading. Big hugs. Always, Aquarius, you're always welcome, okay? And Aquarius's little tear, I got to move on to Pisces, okay? So I hope to see you soon. Big hugs. What up, Pisces? I'm going to shuffle the deck, Pisces, before we go into into your reading. Quick hi to Uma or Amma. Hi back. In the chat, UMA is their username. Sorry if I didn't say it right. But I hope you're having a good night, and thank you for joining me. One cut for Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's ask the question for your oracle reading. For Pisces, how can they enjoy their journey by balancing their time with others and themselves? Stand strong is your first card out, Pisces. Embrace potential. Grove of unity. Roots of stability. Yippee! And serene haven. All right, Pisces. I do hope you're doing well, Pisces. Whatever you're doing in life. But let's see your messages for balances first. So you're needing to stand strong in order to be consistent about your balance, okay? Restoring it, whether it's through your meditation, eating well, stuff like that, okay? So that way you're not giving into any temptations or outside sources, especially that are trying to egg you on about your wanting to do substance abuse or alcohol, okay? So stand strong in order to preserve what matters most, okay? And guard towards that. That matters most is your balance, all right? Heads up with that. Here's your messages to reflect on, Pisces. Embracing your potential, okay? Explore abundance of opportunities with an open mind. Answers reveal limitless horizons for your journey. So how it is that you want to embrace your potential, because it can only happen within inside you, okay? So heads up with that. That's something to reflect on. Now here's your advice whenever you need it. Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnectedness, harmony above all beings. What's getting channeled in, try to make sure when you go out in public to be grounded, stable, and solid. Nurturing your connections with activity like going to the beach, going to the zoo, instead of falling into the old ways of doing things like going to people's home, doing drugs, drinking alcohol and that, okay? You're trying to break these kind of patterns when you go out in the back. So for this summer, really ask yourself what it is you want to do that's nurturing outside. And if you want to do anything nurturing inside, be practical about it. Game night, movie night, kicking back, cooking your favorite healthy meal and shooting the shit with talking about there's some really good adult board games that get you to open up, Pisces, so look into that. I know there's a really good, it's adults and non-adult, okay? And look into the worst case scenario card game, okay? Something me and my daughter play, but I also saw that there is an adult version of it too. So have fun playing with your significant other, your friends. But if you want to get the family version, there's a family version for it too, okay? So that way it gets you guys to have different conversations instead of, oh, I'm bored. What do you want to do? You get what I mean? You're changing and creating something better to put in place instead of the old narrative, of shooting the shit, okay? So that's what I got for you. There's your advice whenever you need it. Now here's your outcome to you creating balance. Can I just say yippee? Because it's a huge ass victory because you're planting roots of stability. You're going to be grounding yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. Yippee! See what I mean? See it to believe it. So here's your gift that's coming your way, Pisces, okay? 1 second. Cheers, Pisces. Your gift that's going to come to you, Pisces, is in your sanctuary at home, okay? Because when you embrace that tranquility, it's when serenity blossoms and peace unfolds in your being. Yeah, you don't get stuck in your head, but you start coming up with some great solutions to things. You also are going to get, I get channeled in a hint of divine genius in situations where you didn't see it coming, but all of a sudden it's like, that pop that happens, like light bulb. You're going to have light bulb moments of going, holy crap, I never would have thought that, but it clicked, But I also get, you're going to get creative solutions so that way You have more fun in your life, but you have a balance of gaining wisdom too, and the things you want to choose and what kind of wisdom you want to gain. Like I would say through films, through books, through insights of others. I even get, even with your significant other, it's going to foster more deepness with you two. You guys are going to be able to communicate even about metaphysical stuff, and I mean, really some really cool stuff. So yeah, there comes that gift for you guys. Okay, very cool. Heads up with that. I also get in your what's coming next to you for Pisces that need to know is you're going to be releasing some more burdens because you see that it's not necessary to have anymore. Get this, Pisces, and it's for anybody who wants to know this. The more you release, the more you're going to see and feel and know where you need to go in life, your potential, and you're not going to feel weighed down. You're going to feel healthier again. You're going to see it in your attitude where it's balanced. You're going to see your energy. Like everything's going to drastically improve when you start removing those burdens, you know, and those fears and really doing things different. And it's the greatest investment you can give to yourself. And it doesn't take a fee. It doesn't take you having to do a special technique. It needed you to take that time and space for yourself. It really did. Okay. So, Pisces, that's your reading. I really hope it helps. Big hugs, Pisces. I'll see you later, okay? But hey, Pisces, before you go, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Now, check the chat real quick. Murad Rajab. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name, but hi. And I'm streaming out from Ohio. Now, I got to move on to the bonus reading. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da. All right, anybody who needs it, I'm going to be doing the bonus reading. I got to shuffle, and then we'll get started, okay? 2 shuffles for anybody who needs the bonus reading. Yippee! One cut. All right, bonus reading is up, viewers. Let's ask the question. For everyone, how can the viewers trust the process of letting things unfold in their journey through the uncertainty? Slow climb. Commit to the journey. Embrace solitude. Sky of clarity. Last one, make a change. All right, viewers. Here's your messages for trust. Take it one step at a time, trusting yourself first. You're getting there on a steady, on one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort, okay? So don't push yourself, all right? Just one step at a time moving forward. That's all you need, okay? Now, here's your messages to reflect on, viewers. Ask yourself how committed you are to the journey. and how determined you want to be here to be committed. Because you're needing to know whether or not you're going to go all in for the long term on investing in yourself, okay? Because your steadfast focus will bring lasting rewards, okay? Heads up with that. Now, here's some helpful advice whenever you need it, viewers. When you start feeling very uncertain, not trusting yourself, feeling off balance is what it is. Don't ignore yourself, okay? Because it's time to embrace solitude in order to do your meditation to rebalance or whatever it is you choose in order to be balanced again, okay? Because it's going to get you to reflect deeply on the situation and keeping your mind open to as answers reveal lessons in the quiet of introspection, okay? So heads up with that, in case you need it. Now here's your outcome and you creating trust and faith. It's going to go great because you're going to be doing this reflection work, and that's when you're going to get the clarity that you need. And there's going to be more expansion here in your life. But definitely forward movement, viewers. Not a bad outcome. Now here's your gift coming your way. And this is the gift. There's going to be encouragement and people around you encouraging you to make a change in order to embrace your growth and seeking new paths and welcoming new transformations with an open heart. So you're going to get a gift of transformation to remain open for your potential and that growth, okay? Very cool. It's definitely going to help you clear your path in order to be ready to discover from new revelations of growth, okay? So very cool, viewers. That's for anybody who needs it. And that was the bonus reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, viewers. I greatly appreciate it. And now is the time where I give you updates, and someone wanted to discuss something. If you're still around and wanting to discuss whatever it was, leave it down in the chat, okay? Update on what's going on in my channel first. I do my lives. If you are new to my channel, I do my lives Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? All is welcome, whether you identify as a zodiac sign or not, okay? I deal with different kind of people from different religions, different cultures, different spiritual processes as well, and also any kind of leader in their life, whether someone from a different country as a leader, politicians, non-politicians, scientists, non-scientists, doctors, non-doctors, human beings, even humans that act like creatures. Yes, I deal with them all, and I don't think anybody's more or less, to be very honest. I love doing my job, and I've been doing my job for quite a long time, and I do the work on myself to make sure I transform and go with the flow of what's going on, okay? And every spiritual leader does that is very devoted to helping humanity and people grow and expand, you know? So yeah, I love doing my job, and I'm going to keep on doing it from now until forever. Do I have a love life? No, because my devotion is here. But I'm very optimistic when it comes down to it. If when I get married, yes, I want to have 2 kids if possible, but I'm not going to stress out over anything like that. My devotion, my focus is on this channel and that. I love doing what I'm doing. I have a lot of new things that are coming up in my community posts. Okay, we're going to be posting again at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to check out my community posts on my X account, and all my social medias are down below in the description box. You are invited for movie night, viewers, okay? So I even use that in order to grow and expand you on a different level as well. Because, well, it's always nice to watch some really good movies, right? Anything else? There'll be a new post coming in on June 1st, so check that out if you need any ideas for what to do with family and friends in regards to the summer. There's going to be an air balloon festival in our area towards the beginning of June, so that's going to be really nice to possibly go to. And I don't get freaked out about heights and stuff. Only had that fear when I was like probably around 8, something like that, 8 years old. But I'm so open to going on an air balloon, go skydiving, yep, that kind of stuff. All you have to do is get trained really well and make sure your parachute works, that kind of stuff, and not having a plane crash. A lot of trust involved, you know what I'm saying? But let's see what's going on with me at the homestead. I ordered up some more soil and also these mammoth freaking sunflower seeds in order to make these huge giant sunflowers. So that's going to be nice. I'm going to plant those there. I got to see where the sun sets and the sun rises on both sides of where I live, so that way it gets direct sunlight. I'm already getting in my garden, I had to do the germination process, and that's going really well on my windowsill. And already my azaleas and my snapdragons are already blossoming. So good job for that, you know. And I'm just looking forward to the summer, but I haven't forgot that I really love springtime. Still, everything is, we're still having our thunderstorms, and it does get really humid here, but understandable because of the fact it's so green here in Ohio. These are one of those moments I don't miss Arizona. No offense, Arizonans, even though I was born and raised there. I love how beautiful and green it gets and all the fall colors and stuff as well it gets here in Ohio. So I see the best of both worlds. I do miss monsoon season in Arizona because it's the best time just to sit back and listen to the rain and the storms. Yeah, it can flood, but for a good reason because it's desert, you know. And I was talking to one of my neighbors, and I was telling her I miss the cactuses there because some of the cactuses in Arizona will bud these beautiful flowers. And if it's the right cactus, it'll make the cactus fruit. And I haven't tried cactus fruit for a very long time. I forget how it tastes, to be very honest. I also miss figs too. I mean fresh figs. Figs are awesome when they're fresh. No offense when they get so sweet. I like it when it's like right on the verge of it being really sweet. You get what I mean? You'll just know if you ever tried a fresh fig. Hi there, Ivy. Hi there, Danielle. Hope you all are doing well and thanks for joining me. But yeah, these are the things that I'm going to try to look into, see if I can grow them. Oh, thank you. It's actually very layered. See, I pull it back. See, I did this haircut for a reason because it triggers people. People think it's a mullet, but it's not. It's just hair being pulled back, but it's been layered. See the layers? So I did that for a reason. So that way people, when they get triggered and thinking that they can disrupt my live and all that by insulting me, I laugh because I was like, man, um, I don't know why they would want to make fun of me. Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm enjoying my journey and they're projecting them being upset at me for some weird reason, you know? I try not to think about why people get upset so easily because emotion is ever changing and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So when people start insulting me through my lives, I just look at them and they don't realize inside I'm laughing because I'm there going, it's all superficial looks here on YouTube and throughout television and stuff like that. And so I don't get caught up in superficial stuff. So I can sit back and laugh with inside me, not feeling triggered about it. Going, okay, this person just needs time out, maybe some time to reflect because they're being mean for a reason. That means someone was very judgmental towards them. So they kept on wanting to do that to me and other people in order to fill some kind of void that's going on within inside them, you know? But thank you, uh, Rish the fish. He says, such a cool hairstyle. So now people know that it's not a mullet. You can say all you want that it is, but I know my hair and I know how to style it and I can style it many different ways. Because when I cut my hair, I made sure to see what kind of styles I can do with my hair in case I wanted to do anything and I felt like doing this, pulling it back and making it look this way because it triggers a whole lot of people. And when it does, I'm doing the very thing I need to do is heal them through that trigger. Because people need to remember they didn't like it when someone started making fun of them. But see, they met a person that you start doing that too, it doesn't bother me. Because guess what? I have the power. Okay. I have the power to say, nope, not going to happen here. Okay. And it's something I'm standing in my power about because other people need to learn how to do it too. Because this bullying online and stuff, we're all adults. Give me a break, you know? Nitpicking at each other's looks. You gotta be sad and lonely if that's all you're doing in life, you know? And that's not all about what life is. Rish, the fish, said, I grew up not believing the zodiac because I just have a very scientific temperament, but I'm slowly giving it a chance and just being open to different things. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with seeing things from a different perspective, and that's what grows and expands you. It doesn't mean you have to take on that belief system or that ideology. You're just needing to see in that very moment what the information you needed under your zodiac sign, but doesn't mean you're that zodiac sign. And when you know that, it makes it easier for you to go, okay, that's what the message was. See, we have all the elements within inside us, and so I've outgrown a lot of ideologies in order to be the healer that I am, to know that we're here to understand what it's like to be a human being and all the experience that comes with it. So choose wisely and what kind of experience you want to get, what kind of healing you want to get, and stuff like that. Yeah. Pass around information, wisdom, knowledge, especially wisdom. But yeah, really great that you guys joined me conversating on this live. Are you guys doing anything fun this weekend? I'm glad I don't have to do laundry this weekend. Yippee! Hey, but if you guys like movies, I posted it on my X account, home to Twitter. So that link is down below in the description box. I did 3 different picks. So if you have a family or you just wanting to watch on your own or with friends, got 3 different things you can pick, okay? Let's see, what time is it? 3 minutes until midnight. I'll be having posts on my community tab, so check those out. I got to end out this live because it's almost midnight in order to do some posting on my other social medias, okay? But you guys are invited to my next live, and that is Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because that way you're notified, okay? So that way you don't have to come back and forth. I don't know when I'm going to be coming to India yet. I'm still forming the funds that will do traveling and all that. So that's to be continued, okay? Rish the fish. We have a long weekend here in Canada, so I have a lot to do, and I'm going to hang out with my friends. The weather has become warmer too. Good night. Well, good night, Rish the fish. I hope you subscribe and that. I'm glad you can join me on my live, and also those other people, Anish, Yul, Josh, and JD. Glad you can join me out from Michigan, neighbor to Ohio. All right, y'all. See you later, okay? But I'll be live again on Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Hope to see you there. So I'm going to end out with a mantra, okay? Esetoma sadgamaya Dhammasoma Jyote Gamaya Rityorman Retan Gamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you later, okay? Big hugs. Bye for now.